All right, testing 1 2, testing 1 2. All right, we're over here madly, but that's okay. We're over here late watching the one of the worst implosions that I have seen from a college team or from Carolina ever. The Tar Heels ended up losing to VCU, the 11th seed. Carolina was the 6th seed. So Carolina is on their way back home. I don't even know where they're playing. Wherever they're playing, and they're on their way back to the Chapel Hill because they lost. They lost. VCU comes all the way back, storming all the way back. Tar Heels lost all momentum and end up losing that game. So that's it. Nothing that can be done. So now it's all about my Hornets. All about my Hornets with 3 minutes and 2 seconds on the clock. The Hornets are, let's just say, ahead of the Magic. Right? Ahead of the Magic. Yes, Banchero did play. I watched some of this during the halftime of the college NCAA basketball game. Man, I am glad that I love the Tar Heels, but I'm glad that I am older and I don't get so upset like I did when I was young, because I wouldn't be able to do this. I wouldn't be able to look at Carolina lose like that and then look at another basketball game. I will be upset. I will be just about ready to cry. But hey, you get mature and you start to sort of, I don't want to say get used to it, but at the beginning of the year, whatever, you can sort of identify the things that your team's going to run into. Because every so often you have a team that really improves. But for Carolina, Carolina did some of the same things the whole year. We did not shoot free throws well, right? There was a couple of games, we all know, at the beginning of the ACC tournament, ACC conference games, we should have won, but we shot free throws terribly. Once again, I always say, this type of thing is going to affect you later on. Zayden High, our coach, not playing, not trusting is what I say. Trusting some of the guys and getting them more playing time. Zayden High wouldn't even got playing time, period, if it wasn't for the time that Caleb Wilson got hurt and Vasar took a couple of games off too. Wasn't for that, Zayden High wouldn't have got any playing time. Coach wouldn't have trusted him at all. So just playing guys and getting them more playing time at the beginning of the year. I got you, coach. At the end of the year, I got you. And then some guys like get playing time and you don't know why, like Kyan Evans. No matter what he did, coach still got playing time. I mean, even if it was just a little bit, like tonight, he still got a little bit more playing time than you think he should have, that he deserved, I think. All right, but with a minute 58 seconds on the clock, Hornets with a big lead, and a foul is going to slow this one down. It's going to be on Kalkbrenner. Score is 104-125. Hornets playing in Uptown. And hey guys, the Hornets get back on that winning streak. I mean, now they've gone. They're on that big winning streak, and then they got to a point where they lost a couple of games, but then they've been able to win a couple. All right, it's not the same Hornets team that just, may win a few and then they lose 10 in a row. It's a different Hornets team. So I don't know. There's no telling what the Hornets can end up doing. I think they're still going to be in the play-in game regardless. But it's about time for these fans, for us fans, for we the fans of the Hornets, that the Hornets are looking like a decent team. All right, but yeah. The Tar Heels, you know, we hadn't shot free throws well all year. You know, the defense is suspect. It to me is like it's like when you have this one guy that you keep letting go to the basket. They keep scoring 2-pointers at the basket, and we never communicate to the point where we stop them. Right, in that second quarter, Trey Mann for 3. The second quarter, it was it was like 4 or 5 times I can think of where a straight drive to the basket. It even started right at halftime. The heel kid. Just a straight line drive to the basket from 3-point land, and nobody stepped over to help. But anyway, got another whole year, got another whole off season to try to do something about it. I don't know. We can't get the top players to come, right? Not even in Tillman. Not even from the transfer portal have we been able to get key players. We just haven't. All right. But anyway, maybe the guys we got will improve over the summer, and these guards will get better and stay. Get better and stay. You know what I'm saying? Get better and stay. All right, hey, is something going on with my? Hang on, something might be going on with my sound effects, so I'm gonna cut it off. All right, 23 seconds. Hornets are gonna win this one. 109-130. Hornets gonna win this one. I don't think the Magic have guys that are injured, and I don't know how many people like didn't play, but it was just a. I'll go back and look at the highlights once they get it put in, but it's gonna be like look, Banchero played, Bane played. And like they said, the Hornets are just clicking on all cylinders. 111-130. Yeah, we might have a quick quick video on, or highlight video where I do a play-by-play on that too. But yeah, thank you guys for the 8 people that stopped by. Thank you. Nate J came by my school. Cincinnati Bearcats didn't even make the tournament again. We used to be a great. Yeah. I remember that, Nate. Only one team wins it all year. Wins it all per year, right? What up, Garrett? Was working. How did we lose? Garrett, I don't know if you just heard me talk right there, but yeah, that was it. We had a 19-point lead, bro. We had a 19-point lead in the second half and ended up losing. The only thing I can tell you is VCU got hot. Our defense was not. Now the defense didn't play good. We missed key free throws. And I do believe with like 5 minutes, a little less than 5 minutes on the clock, I think we were up by 11, but I do believe that we started trying to milk the clock too early. And we were already lackadaisical. We were already, since we had a big lead, we were already playing sloppy ball a little bit there. There in the second quarter, again, once we started trying to milk the clock, I remember one play where Bogovac came down and did some kind of step back or step to the side move, got in the air and then decided I want to shoot it, and tried to pass it and just left it out there. They stole it. I think they scored off that, maybe. Even Vasar did it. Vasar had a shot and got caught in the air and threw it right to a VCU player. And they already had the momentum, Garrett. They had the momentum, and when you when you hand them the ball there, you know, a team like that, they're gonna score, and that is exactly what they did. They shot lights out in the second half. I mean, a couple of times we gave their big men threes, like two. They ran the same play to him, and he hit 2 threes in a row. Like, no communication. And again, with the Tar Heels, to me, it just looks like they're saying, well, they scored. That's all right. We'll go back and score. You can't do that. Can't do that. We got the word I use, nonchalant there, or passive in the second half. We came out of the locker room blazing. And then, I don't know, I think it was like with 9 to 8 minutes on the clock, it just seems like we just started going through the motions. They just kept on, you know, working at it, kept on picking, kept on knocking down shots, right? And then we got to a point where I think we got it down to 11. Like I said, with like maybe 5 minutes on the clock, it looked like Carolina was playing clock ball. They slowed it down to the point where, you know, they'd come across and Dixon would hold the ball, just dribble, you know, like it was 2 minutes on the clock, and we were up by 15, right? And then we would wait till like 8 to 9 seconds on the clock, and then try to go score, right? Now the shot clock is against you, because you got to get a shot up. So some of those shots we took may have been a little bit forced. Like, for me, like, whenever you start playing and your team is rolling, keep rolling. Now, if you got like a 20-25 point lead with 3 minutes left, yeah, okay, now let's come down and use this clock. But never with 4 to 5 minutes. That's too much time. Too much time. And like I said, it just looked like Carolina, even though VCU was coming back, it looked like Carolina there was nobody to ever say, hey guys, let's go. We got to play aggressive defense. We got to play aggressive offense. Let's go. We can't just be nonchalant and think these guys are not going to come back. And now we can't come back. Now we're at home. Hey, look. You know that's got to be being thrown around on the campus. It's got to be being thrown around up in the front. It's got to be. You know, like I said, I can't blame it all on him. I feel bad because I don't think Hubert can bring in the top players. Not when everybody else around us, well, not when that school 9 miles away is getting them. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what it is, but we're just not able to. All right. But the fact that at the beginning of the year, beginning of the ACC conference, the season, we were talking about and have talked about several times, free throws. It doesn't matter how close the game is. As long as you score one more point than the other, you're good. So when you're missing free throws, like we've been doing all year, it's gonna hurt you. It's gonna hurt you eventually, and here it is. Hurts us right here. It's hurt us all year. And listen, even though we didn't play great defense, you know, we played defense well enough. We played offense well enough to win the game, but those unforced turnovers, that hurt. The missing of free throws, and we didn't miss a whole lot. I think we still only shot like 60% right? And as you can see, Vasar missed one down at the end. Trimble missed a couple down there at the, I mean, you got to hit those. You have to hit those. You got to hit the free throws. Free throws win games. It doesn't matter. Like I said, it doesn't matter how close the game is or how different the score is supposed to be. As long as you win by 1 point, you win. So, and VCU didn't shoot free throws great either, but they hit the ones that matter. They hit the ones that count. So it is what it is. It's over. Ain't no need to continue to cry about spilled milk. Just like I said back in the day, I'll be devastated right now. All right, and not only devastated now, the fact that I would have to get up and go to school, because our school was big on our teams. You know, I would have to go to school and hear it all day that Carolina choked. Yeah. But now, hey, it is what it is. Alfie. Charlotte, we're in cruise control. Charlotte was in cruise control the whole game. Cool. It's a Thursday. All right, so here's one thing I do want to look at, because those people who watched the last stream, I said I think the Hornets have 5 more games. I think the Hornets win 5 more games. And I was a bit like, I don't know about this next game they've got. Don't know if the Hornets are going to win this game or not. Well, they did. And now, if the Hornets still win the 5 games that I said they would win, and I said counting the Miami Heat game, I don't know. The Hornets could move up. We could move up because still got some games to play. So the Hornets they're back in the winning streak mode. They have Memphis. Now Memphis has only won 24 games. Hang on, guys. Yeah. That is a trap game. That's a trap game. It's going to be played Saturday at 7. I don't even know if I'll be home. Gosh. But the Memphis has only won 24 games. That could be a trap game. I hope not. I hope the Hornets take everything serious and go win this game, because this is one of the games I was like, we could win this game. This could be a game we should win. So I think I counted that one. The game on the 24th must be won by the Hornets. So when is that? Is that Monday or Sunday? That's Tuesday. Next Tuesday, we got the Kings again, and the Kings are going to be in Charlotte. We have to win that one, okay? The Hornets are not going to beat New York. I just don't think they're going to beat New York. I don't think. If they do, great. I just don't think it's going to happen. Calling it next game a win. Okay, Richard, got you. If we play the way we played tonight, we have a chance in every game. Oh, we got a chance in every game. That's no doubt. Every game we do have a chance. I believe that every time the Hornets step on the court. I do believe that now. But I don't know if they beat New York. But they've already surpassed what I thought. So they can beat Memphis, and they have to beat Sacramento, because Sacramento, come on now. They're at the bottom of the West. That's the team we got to beat. The Knicks, I don't know if the Knicks still think we're serious. All right. but it doesn't matter. That's gonna be a tough one. Philly is gettable. But I'm gonna hold off on that right now. All right, so we gotta beat Sacramento. That's a if that's no, we gotta beat them. Boston, did they get us back? No, we have not played Boston since we beat them 118 to 89 in Boston. So Boston is going to get us back. Boston is going to get us back. We have to beat Brooklyn the following Tuesday. Okay, so this is what I'm basing my 5 games on. I said counting Miami, so we beat Miami. I wasn't sure about Orlando, but they did beat Orlando. We did beat Orlando. Memphis is definitely gettable, but we gotta win Sacramento. Philly is definitely gettable. We're not gonna beat Boston, not the second time, but we definitely need to beat Brooklyn. Okay. Now, after that, a few more games in April. Phoenix. Now that could be Phoenix is coming to the Spectrum Center. That could be a game where the Hornets are like, you guys beat us the last game. All right, we're going to get you back here. That Friday night game, it's a back-to-back. Now, and that's what makes this game so tough. I don't know what coaches decide to do. Do we go all out and try to beat Phoenix, or do you save some guys and make sure we beat the 15-55 record Indiana Pacers? So again, that is a game we gotta win. All right. Now the last 4 games, it depends on what the other teams do. Okay, we should beat Minnesota. Again, every team can be gotten, but we should beat Minnesota. Boston, it's at Boston. All right, so it's like this. There's a better chance for us to beat Boston here in North Carolina than it is in Boston, because they're not going to let it happen again. But who knows? Who knows? If Boston makes it through April, they might say, what do we have to lose? We have nothing to lose. We are already in the playoffs. We may not play our guys. Go ahead and sit out, guys. So the Hornets can win that game. Detroit, I would love to beat Detroit. But that's all I'm going to say about Detroit. Do I think we're going to beat them? No. I think the Hornets will, and again, it depends on who plays. They may decide we're not going to play our starters. We're just going to, they're healthy. We are first place. We're already there. Why take a chance? So that Friday night at Spectrum Center, that could be a win for the Hornets. And then at New York, last game, does New York play everybody? I don't know. See, the Hornets are playing for 6th place, right? The Hornets are playing for 6th place, so it depends. I don't know. The Hornets could win these last 4 games, but I already named the games that we gotta win. But who knows what might happen with these last 4 games, and these teams who are already in it may decide, you know what, we're gonna chill. We ain't gonna start everybody, and the Hornets could win. The Hornets could win their last 5 games, possibly. All right, but we definitely beat Indiana, so that's one. We definitely need to beat, like I said, Brooklyn. That's 2. Definitely need to beat Sacramento. That's 3. And Richard Schumann already said we're going to beat Memphis. So if we win those 3 I just said, and we've already won, beat Miami and Orlando, that's 5 games. But who knows? The Hornets could win more than that. All right, that would be great. Then that the Hornets will be what? They'd be at 40 wins or past 40 wins. Let's look at the standings now. I think they probably already they update pretty quickly. They update pretty quickly. Standings. How come I can't hear my music? All right, not really important. All right, okay, you guys can hear it though. All right, so standings. Let me read some comments. You missed a good one, Coach. Oh, BMR boys. Yeah, I'll go back and look at the. I'll go back and look at the highlights. If we're playing, okay, UNC conference coming soon. What's up, Mark? UNC conference coming soon. All right. We are scoring big away from. We are scoring big away from something really, really special. All right. Yeah. Let's look at the. What's up, Mark? Hey, appreciate you helping out last night, man. Big time. Standings. Here we go. All right. So now the Hornets still in 10th place because these teams ahead of them are playing their tails off. Look at Atlanta is already taking over the 6th spot. Atlanta's taking over the 6th spot. Miami was up there at one point. Evidently, I think Atlanta may have beaten Miami and Orlando, so that's why they're in the 6th spot now with 38 wins. The Hornets have 36 wins. Philly with 37, so that's why we're saying they're gettable. But like the Pacers and Brooklyn with 15 and 17 wins respectively, like that's why I'm saying we've got to win those. All right. Every time we win a game, that keeps that space between the Hornets and Milwaukee, and the Bulls. So just keep widening it. Widening it. Yeah, it's widening it. So it's 8 game space between Milwaukee, the Bulls, and the Hornets. All right, we just can't go on a losing streak and have one of these teams go on a winning streak. That'll just kick us right out. Dang, Atlanta is on an 11-game win streak. 11 games? When is that going to stop? Right? You Atlanta cannot win out. They're not going to win out, right? They can't win out. I mean, they could, but you would expect them to lose a few. They got to go through a little losing streak, right? Good gracious, Atlanta. As soon as Kuminga comes there, they turn it up. All right, so the Hornets are 2 games out of 6th place, and we beat Miami and Orlando. We're right behind Philly. We'll be good to move up on Philly. But we got to keep winning because Philly. Let's see, did Philly play tonight? Philly played. They play the Kings at 10. Yeah, they'll beat the Kings unless the Kings get lucky. So Philly's gonna keep that little stretch there on us, man. All right, guys, my bad. Yeah, just looking at the standings. I think the Hornets will be in the play-in game. Again, it'd be something like if they could. So I think they've won two. Definitely, they should definitely win at least 3 more, right? I mean, you know, at least 3 more. So that'll be 38. But the Hornets have a chance to get 40. To get 40 wins. 4 more wins and they get 40 wins. And depends on what these teams right here do. Do they keep winning or what? I think Miami and Orlando, I think all these teams are going to end up with at least 40 wins. But yeah. Hey, listen, just good to see the Hornets winning right now. They're on a 2-game winning streak. Everybody's behind Atlanta. Atlanta with a dang 11-game winning streak. Dude, what is that? What is that? Oklahoma City with a 10-game winning streak. Lakers got a 7-game. San Antonio 3-game. Golden State hanging on for that last play-in spot. Wow. Who would have thought? The Hornets will have a better record than Golden State. But it's not over yet. And then there's that Memphis team right there we're talking about. They're right out they're 1 spot out of the play-in game. So, you know, and Phoenix is also in a play-in situation too. So like those are teams that we still got to play a couple of those teams and we can still win. All right, guys. Once again, thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. Let's see. Did we get any likes on this light stream right here? On this light stream. Oh, by the way, in the first quarter, the Hornets outscored the Magic 34-32. In the second quarter, 38-21. in the third quarter, 38-24, and then the Magic outscored the Hornets in the fourth quarter, 34-20. But from what I saw, the Hornets had already put in there the end of their bench, basically. All right, so for Orlando, Bane had 24 points. Just showing you who played, guys, for people who, like me, who didn't see the game and wondering why the scores like this. Suggs scored 9 points. Tita Silva, 4. Banchero had 20 points. Vitad, what is that? Vitadze, 4 points. Off the bench, Penda had 8. Penda is that guy that played in the ACC, who was a shooter. No, that's not him. My bad. He had 8 points. Wagner had 5. Carter with 11 points. Which Carter is that? Okay, Javon Carter. Kane had 15 points, and Howard had 5. So it was a bunch of guys that came off the bench there at the end of the game. All right, and so for the Hornets, B. Miller. Okay, B. Miller. Glad to see you, son. Panthers had 13. I think we finished at 44-45, but we do have 2 against the Knicks and 2 against Boston, Phoenix, and Detroit. Yeah, I'm sort of right there with you, Panther head 13. I'm sort of right there with you. All right, so B. Miller comes out of his shooting funk. 25 points. Melo Ball had 20. Miles Bridges with 11. Knipple was 17. Diabate had 3 points. Miller 4 rebounds. Ball 6. Bridges 3. Knipple 6 and Diabate 5. Come on, Miles. Hey, bro, you gotta pick it up, Miles. Let's go. All right, the bench. Kalkbrenner with 13. Okay, Kalkbrenner 13 and 5 rebounds. Kobe White 27 points. Let's go, Kobe White. 27 points. He was the high scorer. 27 points. I'm glad he has settled in. He's got 3 rebounds, 5 assists. Played a very good game. Sion James with 6. Green had 5 points. Grant Williams didn't score. He had 3 rebounds. Did he even shoot? He was 0 of 1 from behind the 3-point line. Okay. Trey Mann had 3 points. All right, guys. Good game there by the Hornets. Our next, hopefully, victim is going to be Memphis. They have to come to Charlotte. So, Charlotte, hey, keep on, keep fighting, keep playing. That's all I can say. Keep playing. Keep doing it. All right, guys, we got 10 people in the chat. Let's see. Copy link. Now, what are we doing, coach? Okay. Let's do it like this. Yeah, guys, thanks for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming in short notice. Would have had a little bit more time to watch and do this game, but of course, our Tar Heels started acting up and took the game into overtime and ended up losing. Hey, thanks for the 8 likes, guys. Appreciate you. Thanks for the 8 likes. Yeah, the VCU Rams got the momentum in the second, and they just never gave it up. It was a great game on their part. Great game. Probably I'm pretty sure one of their best comebacks. One of their best comebacks ever in team history. So, yeah, salute to those guys. So, with that said, we're getting ready to get out of here. I'll go look at the highlights of the Hornets game. Maybe I won't play the highlights of the Carolina game too many more times. All right, the Heat, with 5 minutes left, they are down by 6 points to the Lakers. Bulls down 4 points, now down 3 points to the Cleveland Cavaliers. 97-94 Phoenix over San Antonio with 2 minutes left. The Bucks are trailing by 20 to the Jazz, 44-64. Philly and Kings. Philly is ahead of Kings by 4 points right now in the first. Detroit keeps on keeping on. They beat Washington 117-95. All right, and then Golden State plays the Pistons tomorrow. New York and the Knicks or the Nets, and keeping an eye on these Hawks, because the Hawks play the Rockets. Hawks play the Rockets, and again, they are on a 11-game winning streak. It's about time for them to lose one. And they're playing in Houston. All right, guys, with that said, I'm getting ready to get out of here. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. It was a short one right here. You know what? We'll hang on till we get 200 views. We'll hang on till we get 200 views. But yeah. Thank you guys for stopping by. I appreciate it. Thank you for those who hit the like button. And you know what? I think I'm gonna let it roll a little bit, guys. Let it roll a little bit. Let's see. Let's go with the stats and leave the matchup screen here. All right, we're gonna leave this up for a little bit for anybody that wants to stop by and see it. Go ahead and change this score too. And once again, thank you guys for hanging out with me. And for those people who hit the like button, I appreciate you. Thank you. $130 was the score. Should I leave this up, or should I leave the Hornets scoring up? Not sure. It's a wrap, coach. Yeah, Amanda. You will see it, Howard. You're headed home. Yeah. Of course, I was definitely cheering for Howard. had when VCU got it down to 14 points, I was like, the Tar Heels are going to have to kick it into another notch, right? They got it down to like 8 or whatever, and I was like, I don't know why. I don't know why coach has got to call a timeout and get these guys pumped up. I have no idea why we are playing so nonchalantly and lackadaisical. It's like VCU was playing at 100% and Carolina's playing at 85%. And they definitely snatched the momentum and won it. So, you know, I like Darth Gillis said, there's no excuse. No excuse. All right, we stepped up to the line. I felt the tightness. We couldn't hit free throws. We couldn't finish it off. And it is what it is. So these guys are going home. But Trimble's gone. Trimble's done. We won't see him anymore. Vasar is gone. Vasar's gone. Pretty sure Caleb Wilson is gone. I mean, like I said at the end of the game, why would he want to come back and play for this team like and struggle? You know what I'm saying? When he can go get a payday and get, if you're gonna struggle in the NBA getting paid. I don't think he'll come back because who is going to leave their program and come to UNC? That is a standout. You know, even though we got this transfer portal thing, who is there a major kid we could get? I don't see it. And some of those guys that left UNC, you know, are like for Vanderbilt, they're over there. What do you call it? Progressing is another word I was looking at. Flourishing, if you will. But yeah. Yep, it is done. How are you feeling about Hubert? Listen, I think he's a good man. I think he wants the best for the Tar Heels. My question is, and it always comes down to this in college sports, how can you recruit? Are you a good recruiter? Yeah, that's what I see. I don't know if Hubert has what it takes to be a good recruiter. And what do you have to have? You have to win. I'm sorry, you have to win. Or you have to be able to search and find these kids who are diamonds in the rough that are playing at teams that are doing good, but they are not getting playing time. You know? But you got to get the right ones, because this may be what we did last year. And look at who we got. Look at our backcourt. I mean, Powell, he went from getting a lot of playing time to hardly getting any playing time, and he's been quiet. I didn't even know the kid was 6'6". He should be out there dominating. Dixon, I think Dixon was a freshman. I don't think he was brought in because of the transfer portal. But Evans, right? Stevenson didn't do bad. He was real quiet at the beginning of the year. I like the way he progressed here at the end of the year. What I saw him do tonight, I wish he had done. I wish Carolina had made him do more of that, backing people down, playing on that box. The rest, the whole season. I wish he would have done that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't dislike Hubert, but I don't know. It may be time for something different. All right, I could say it like that. It may be time for something different, but I don't think he's a bad coach. It may be something different. Time for something different in North Carolina at UNC. All right, some young blood, somebody that's really going to get into them, because you can still get into a kid in college. And I don't know. I think Coach Davis, he gets aggressive, sort of like Roy did. But I don't know. Some coaches can really get to a kid. You know, I saw it in the last game. Coach was on the sideline. He was talking about a play, and all of a sudden he started yelling at the guys. And there was guys on the bench with water bottles while he was yelling at them doing this. It was 3 guys on the bench sitting right in front of him. You guys are Coach Davis. And he started talking, and all of a sudden he started yelling, and those guys were like this. If I'm a coach and I'm yelling and you sitting in front of me and you start to look there, oh heck no. I'm like, eyes on me, daggone it. You know, Hewitt did that and they was, no, and he just kept on doing his thing and they kept on doing their thing. Like, oh, Coach yelled again. He might as well been doing that. So it might be time for some new blood. I don't know if we do get a new coach or something new, something different is done. I don't know if Hubert's gonna stay. You're right. No depth. No depth on the bench at all. None. Like none. Like none. Yeah, we got space on the bench for guys that listen. I understand. You know, you're gonna have space on the bench for your family. You know, I got it. For players who are grandfathered in because their dad played and stuff like that, but man, like, how do you actually recruit guys that just sit on like 5 guys that sit on the end of the bench and never get playing time? I guess in college it's a little bit different because, you know, you only got a certain amount of scholarships. So some of those guys on the bench, like, they don't have scholarships. But now it's scholarship and money. So I don't know. I wish some of those guys on the bench. I wish, like I said, Carolina needs a shooter. Right? We're always going to have at least one scorer. That was Caleb Wilson. He was a scorer. But we need a knockdown shooter. I thought it was going to be Bogovac. No, not Bogovac. We don't have a shooter. We don't have a shooter on the team. And when your guards can't shoot or can't score, it's difficult to win. And our guards were not scorers. You're in college and you get left behind the 3-point line, you're gonna hit some of those. All right. But like tonight, the Lewis kid, that's a scorer. All right. Elliot Trudeau, even though he was a turnover machine, for me, he wasn't a shooter, but he could get to the basket. All right. The other kid that we lost in a transfer portal, I think he was a freshman, the kid with the braids, scorer. Carolina didn't have those this year. All right, we had one scorer. Vasar was a decent scorer. All right, but he wasn't a shooter, even though he probably ended up shooting the best out of anybody on the team from the 3-point line. But yeah, I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't be upset if they find a replacement for Hubert. I don't think he's a bad coach. I sort of like, kind of sad to see him go, but I would not be upset. We new blood in there, really focus on defense. Somebody go find from one of these little schools a kid that's 6'3" or whatever, 6'4", that could shoot the ball. I don't care if he's 6'2", that's a shooter. I mean, really a shooter. Find a couple of those guys. You know, even even if you have to get them there and say, hey, we can't. We'll give you a little money, but we can't give you a scholarship. I don't know how that works. Like, do you not give a kid a scholarship and give him money, or do you like give him a scholarship and no money, not much money? I don't know how that works, but hey, you could play for a prestigious college. Like, you're a shooter. We're gonna give you we'll pay for everything for a whole year. Can't promise you a bunch of money. We'll get you something, but if you, because they're setting up contracts now. So if you can prove to us that you are a shooter, you can be some of the top shooters in the conference, then we'll give you a scholarship. All right, but here's the thing: if Huber's still here, those guys that are shooters, I mean, we don't know if they're even gonna get playing time at the beginning of the year. For me, I got it. You want to win all these games too at the beginning of the year, but you still got to play these players, because at the end of the year when we need them, that's the more important thing to me. So if we lose a couple of games in the non-conference, so I can get used to this guy, so this guy can get playing time, I'm willing to do that, and then get to conference play, kill everybody, and then go to the NCAA and have a good showing. But yeah, we definitely got to get some depth. Now, where's it gonna come from? I don't know. Like, we can't have another transfer portal recruiting like we did this last year. I didn't know anything about these guys, but the way Carolina, the way everybody was like, we got this guy coming, I was like, okay, we'll be straight. Right from the very beginning, we saw that there was like, okay, maybe they're just getting used to the offense or whatever, and then nothing changed. So, all right, guys. Hey, thank you for hanging out with me. Thank you for listening to me ramble. I wasn't really rambling. I was answering Amanda's question, but yeah, guys, I'm getting ready to get out of here. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm probably gonna, let's see how many views we got on this one. 280. Maybe we'll let it play a little bit more when we get about 300. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Don't know when that's gonna be, but I will see you next time. Let's go work on a video. All right, peace. Hey, can you make any more noise? Good gracious. I know they don't hear like, Coach Gary, what is going on in the background? My daughter in there acting like she wrestling dishes or something, slamming everything. Mia. Okay, you go back and look at this end of this video. I done looked up like 2 or 3 times, like, dang, what's going on in there? All right, guys. Huh?